Hello everyone, my name is Hannah. Welcome to a new reading vlog. So in this reading vlog, I am planning to read a bunch of cozy fantasies and get into like the Christmas spirit. It's November now, so I am one of those people that as soon as Halloween is over, I'm ready for Christmas. So that's what this vlog is going to be. But before we get into the vlog, I wanted to talk about the sponsor for today's video, which is Ana Luisa. So I've worked with Ana Luisa in the past and I just love their company and their jewelry, and they are having a huge sale, their biggest sale of the year. You can get up to 35% off. The more you buy, the more you save. And I just cannot recommend their products enough. I have lots of rings by them. I love rings. They're my favorite like type of jewelry. So I have lots of rings from them. I have this snake ring, which is gold, and the eyes are like this really pretty green jewel. I don't know if you can see that. This one here is also from Ana Luisa. This is my wedding ring, but all the rings on this hand are also Ana Luisa. This one's my favorite. It's like a set. So it has a little 8-pointed star and a crescent moon, and they just like go together. I can't remember what the names of all of these jewelry pieces are. Their jewelry is super long lasting, super affordable, and it's just really, really good quality. So now's the perfect time to try them out if you haven't already. It's also like the perfect time to get gifts for people. So they actually sent me 2 new pieces, which I am going to gift one to my mom and one to my mother-in-law. So I figured I would show those. So first up for my mom, we have these like 2-toned chain link earrings, which she loves Ana Luisa and she has a few products from them as well. And I was like, Mom, kind of peruse the website here and pick out some of your favorite things. And this was the very first thing that she picked out, were these earrings. I have earrings as well by them. These are, again, I think it's the Celeste or Celestial or something. So they kind of match the ring, where there's an 8-pointed star on one of them, and then the other one is a crescent moon. So yeah, really pretty earrings for my mom. And then for my mother-in-law, I got her a necklace. I think it was for Mother's Day, and it was the Hannah necklace. Great name. I believe that was a collaboration with Hannah from A Clockwork Reader, who is also a booktuber, but she wears that necklace all the time and really loves it. She likes the kind of necklaces where it's just like a simple dainty chain with like one pendant, whatever that pendant is. And so I picked out for her the Elise pendant in gold, which has this very delicate chain and then this really, really pretty teardrop stone. I just think it's so pretty. When I opened this up, I was like, oh my gosh, I kind of want to keep it for myself. I'm gonna obviously gift it to her because her birthday is coming up at the end of the year, as well as like Christmas. So I'm really excited to give both my moms those gifts. So yeah, again, I would highly, highly recommend checking out Ana Luisa. They're great quality products, great prices, sustainable. They have like a 2-year warranty on them. Shipping is really fast if you're in the US. Overall, can't speak highly enough about them. So definitely check out the link in my description so you can follow that and check out their sale, get some gifts for your loved ones for the holiday season, or treat yourself, or both. But you definitely don't want to miss out on this sale, so definitely go check out Ana Luisa. And I just wanted to say thank you again to Ana Luisa for working with me on this video. So now let's talk about the books that I plan on reading in this video. So like I said at the beginning, I want to read some cozy fantasies that I've had on my shelf for a little while now, and it's time. It's time. The first one is The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. I have been wanting to read this for a while now, and I just haven't had the chance to pick it up yet. I think the cover is gorgeous. I just love the like art style, and this little cat with angel wings I think is so cute. And it says, like on the front flap, it says, a lush cottagecore tale full of stolen spellbooks, unexpected friendships, sweet jams, and even sweeter love. And that just sounds so cute, and I'm really excited to get to this one. That's pretty much all I know about it. Oh, even the back cover says, this was a good place with kind people who cared about each other. There was a unicorn in the woods, mermaids in the coves, and the best raspberries she's ever eaten. And there was Lauren. So that sounds great. I am just really excited to pick this one up. So I think I'm going to start with this one. And then I do want to get to the sequel to one of my favorite books of all time, The House in the Cerulean Sea. The sequel is called Somewhere Beyond the Sea by T.J. Klune. So this recently came out. House in the Cerulean Sea is, like I said, one of my favorite books of all time. I just love it so much. I think that book is like a warm hug. It's so wholesome and so cute. And this is like, I think, giving us more backstory on Arthur. So I'm really excited to read this one as well because obviously I love these characters and I can't wait to be back with them. So I'll be picking this one up in this vlog as well. And the last book that I would really like to get to in this vlog is Apprentice to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. So this is the sequel to Assistant to the Villain, which I read, I think, last year. And I really enjoyed it. It was like my first cozy fantasy. I thought it was really comical and I really liked the characters and like the setup of the story. I was just like, thought it was a really fun time. So I wanted to pick this one up as well. And then I thought, oh, since I'm already picking up a couple cozy fantasies, I might as well just add this one to the stack. So I believe it's picking up right where the last book left off. So it follows Evie, the main character, who in the first book is the assistant to the villain, and it's like capital T, the capital V villain, like the villain of the story. The top here, it says, "Notice to staff, there has been a disturbing increase in cheeriness, sprightly behavior, and overall optimism of late. Please resume your former dark, ominous terrors at your earliest convenience. Management." So it's kind of like that, like, funny, comical fantasy, like cozy fantasy. So I just really enjoyed that in the first one, so I'm excited to pick up the sequel to it. So yeah, those are the overall reading plans. I'm not sure if I'll pick anything else up in this vlog, but we shall see. But I'm really excited to get to all of these, so I can't wait to dive right in. Like I said earlier too, I am ready for Christmas. I cannot wait for the Christmas season to get underway. I really want it to snow, which it's been unseasonably warm here. I live in Wisconsin and usually our winters are pretty cold and brutal, but the last like year or two, the last couple winters, we didn't even have snow on Christmas last year. It was like 50 degrees on Christmas, which was horrible and I hated it. I'm not saying I want like, 5 feet of snow every snowstorm, but I want like a good winter. I still want it to snow and be cold. I'm just ready for it. I'm usually like very fall girly and I still love fall and Halloween and like all of the fall vibes. I love all of that, but this year I am all about winter. I just want it to snow and I wanted to have my Christmas decorations up and I just want it to be winter. Last year I only got to go ice skating one time. I bought brand new skates the winter before, so I was really excited to test them out, and we only got to go skating once because that was the only time it was like cool enough to go. And this year now I'm pregnant, if you didn't hear already, but I can't go ice skating this year, so that is a bit of a bummer, but it's okay. Anyways, I wanted to show a bit of a sticker haul that I have here of some Christmassy, wintry themed stickers. So I got these last year. These are like sparkly, glittery snowflakes. I hope there's not like a glare in that you can actually see them. But I got these last year and I really love them, so I got another sheet of them this year. I got these cute little like skiing, sledding snowmen. They're just adorable. This one I think is so cute. It's like a snow globe theme kind of thing. I just think they're so cute and I love the colors that are used. And then I got this sticker booklet. So it's just like planner stickers, some ornaments. These are like really shiny and kind of have like a geometric like shimmer to them. Oh, some cute Christmas trees. Some of these. This next one's pretty much why I bought the whole book, was just like winter creatures or little critters. And then this one's like little Christmas sayings and stuff, which is also really cute. So I got all that stuff from Hobby Lobby and it was all half off already, so that was pretty sweet. And then I do have this little Etsy order that I figured I'd open. I can't remember exactly what I ordered from this seller. I know I bought like Halloween fall themed stickers from them and I really liked the quality. So I ordered more, but I can't remember if it's like if I got like Christmassy themed ones or just more fall themed ones for next year. Christmassy themed ones. She packages it so cute. Little tag here, and then a little freebie, which is just a little candlestick, which is cute. I can't remember her shop name. I'm sure it says it somewhere on here. Ink and Violets on Etsy. That's the shop name. Would highly recommend. Her packaging is really good, and then like the stickers themselves are super, super good quality. Okay, so I got the Wild Yule sheet, which is like little pieces of pine and berries and holly and stuff like that. I got the Christmas kitchen one, mostly probably for this gingerbread house because I love that, but like the Santa mug, I don't know. I think it's all very cute. And then the cozy winter one. I just love the style, like the art style of this. It's almost like a watercolor. I just think it's so pretty. So I'll definitely be using those this year. If I remember, I'll try to leave the Etsy shop linked down below as well if you want to check those out because, yeah, like I said, would highly recommend. All right, so this intro's gotten pretty long. I'm going to try to wrap it up here. I do today need to finish reading a book for my other vlog that's going up, and then I have to finish my Christmas decorations. So I started decorating yesterday. I got my Christmas village up, which I will show you, and my other like Christmassy decorations, but my tree is not decorated. That's the last thing I need to do besides like putting up some stuff outside. But yeah, I need to decorate my tree. So I'm gonna go do that and probably show you some b-roll of that and of my Christmas village, my pride and joy. And I will see you in the next check-in once I pick up the spell shop.
snowed in. Let's go get snowed in. How wrong could that be? Being snowed in somewhere, you and me. Let's go get snowed in. Let's go get snowed in. How wrong could that be? Being snowed in somewhere, you and me. Let's get snowed in somewhere, you and me.
Alright, hello everyone. I have officially started The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst, and I'm almost halfway. I'm on page 166 right now, which is literally in the middle of a chapter. I'm gonna have to finish that before I go to bed tonight. But I wanted to give a bit of a synopsis about this and tell you my initial thoughts on it. So this book follows Keela, who in the beginning of the first chapter, she is fleeing the city of Elysium. She was a librarian that worked at this like great library of Elysium with all these like magical spell books and stuff. She's very introverted. She loves books. And she has a magical talking spider plant named Kaz, who is like my favorite character basically. And there's this rebellion and the library gets like set on fire. So Keela and Kaz save as many like of the like magical spell books that they can, and they flee. And they end up back at this little island. I can't remember the name of it. It starts with a C. Caltray, maybe, is the name of it. I don't know, but it's this little island that Keela actually grew up on. And when she was 8, she left with her parents to go to the city, and she's been in the city ever since. But now she's come back, and her parents have unfortunately died, and she is back in her like old childhood home, her little cottage there. So she's got all these like magical books that she basically stole from the library, and so she's trying to keep that a secret but also make a living on this island. So she decides to open up a jam shop, because that's the one thing on the island that it's missing, is like sweet fruit jams. And she makes the decision to make these remedies, she calls them, which is spells, to kind of help the island, because it is in a bit of disarray. The island has taken a hit since the like sorcerers from the city have stopped coming, because this like whole rebellion thing where they were hoarding the spells and the magic and stuff, and the people in power were like making magic kind of like an exclusive thing instead of like for everybody like it used to be. And so this island has taken the hit. Trees are failing, creatures that had thrived there before are failing, springs are no longer like producing water and stuff like that. So it's kind of, you know, taking a hit. And Keela and Kaz decide to open up this jam shop and also sell spells that they're disguising as like homemade remedies and stuff. There is also a bit of a romance in this book. So it's with Keela's childhood friend Lauren, who she like vaguely remembers, doesn't really remember because she was so young when they knew each other. But he remembers her and how kind she was and how kind her parents were, and he is like pretty smitten with her right away. So yeah, that is the basic synopsis of The Spell Shop. It is very cozy and very whimsical. The magic is pretty awesome and very, like I said, whimsical. There's mermaids and mer horses, which the main male love interest is a mer horse herder. And then there's like centaurs as characters. We obviously have Kaz, the magical talking spider plant. Keela herself has sky blue skin and like dark blue hair. And there's cats on this island, winged cats. And there's like tree spirits, and it's just like very whimsical magic, like just cute, cozy, wholesome magic, like exactly what you would think. And I am eating that right up. I just think it's so cute. I love cute, cozy, whimsical magic, and this book is delivering on that for sure. And I'm just really liking the descriptions of all of the like island things. So far, it's very cute. It's very wholesome. I don't know how I feel about Keela as a main character. I mean, she's like a little bit annoying. But I'm still really enjoying it. And Kaz, like I said, the spider plant, he is my favorite character. I just love him so much. So yeah, it's just exactly the cozy fantasy, whimsical magic that I wanted from it. So the cover art, I think, is representative of what you would find in this book. So I'm excited to like read more and just see more of the island and more of the magic and the wholesomeness and sweetness of the island and the islanders that are there. So yeah, not quite halfway, but nearing it. So I just wanted to give a check-in because I feel like I'm going to fly through that second half and finish it very quickly. So I just wanted to pop in and do a quick little update about my thoughts on the first 166 pages of the book. Hello everyone, it is Sunday night now, and I just finished reading The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst, and I really enjoyed this one. I'm giving it 4 stars. I thought that it was very whimsical. It's definitely a cozy fantasy. I really like the magic in this and all of the descriptions of the island. I just want to go visit this island, Caltray. It sounds so fun and magical. The winged cats, the way that like spells work, and there's mermaids and merbabies and mer horses and like all these cool little creatures. I want to talk to Kaz, the talking spider plant. He just sounds so cool. Yeah, I just really liked the magic in this one, and it's very wholesome and cute, and I really liked it. So I did find the main character to be like my least favorite part about the book. She's a little bit like annoying and kind of rude in the beginning, but she did, redeem herself a bit and end up growing on me a little bit. But yeah, she was my least favorite part of the book. All of the other characters, though, I really loved, and I liked the storyline. It's like kind of low stakes, and so it was just really fun to read because there wasn't anything like too intense. So it wasn't like a stressful book, it did the opposite. It's just very wholesome and cute and sweet. So definitely cozy and whimsical are the like 2 words I would use to describe this book. So I really enjoyed that one. So now I will be moving on to my next cozy fantasy, which is Somewhere Beyond the Sea by TJ Klune, which, as I said at the beginning of this video, is the sequel to The House in the Cerulean Sea, which is one of my favorite books of all time. It's definitely another cozy fantasy, and yeah, I just can't wait to see where the story is gonna go and like what we're gonna learn about the characters and stuff. I'm probably not gonna start this tonight. I'll probably wait to start this tomorrow. So I just wanted to update that I did finish The Spell Shop, so I will be moving on. And I do have an exciting package to open. Exciting for me. It's Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson, which is the second book in the Stormlight Archives, which I am really, really excited to pick up. This one is even longer than the first, not by too terribly much, maybe by like 100 pages, but I'm really excited to pick this one up. And I found a good used copy on Amazon used books, so it literally looks like new, like it's never been read. The spine isn't cracked at all, so I mean, this is a really floppy book, so it's not like it's never been read, but it kind of looks like it's never been read. So yeah, technically it was sold from Half Price Books through Amazon. Ooh, character art in the front. I love that. I think that might be Shalon. Is there character art in the back too? No, it's just art of the map though, which is cool. So I'm really excited to get to this one. I'm not going to read it in this vlog. I'm going to save it because I kind of want this to be like the cozy fantasy vlog, but I'm super, super excited to get into this one. So that was great book mail to get. Yeah, that's going to be it for this update. I will check in once I get into Somewhere Beyond the Sea and give you my initial thoughts. I know I like the writing, so I'm just curious to see if this is going to be as good as the first book. So hopefully I enjoy it just as much. Yeah, I will check back in, like I said, once I get into Somewhere Beyond the Sea. Okay, I wanted to give a quick update. I just got home from my second parent-teacher conference night, which I got a lot of work done. I was productive, but nobody ever comes to mind. So it's like, I get why I have to be there because all the other teachers have to be there, but it's such a waste of time for me. Anyways, I did get a lot of work done, but I also got a lot of audiobook listening done. So I started Somewhere Beyond the Sea, and I made it about 300 pages in. So I'm literally, like, I think I have 100 pages left to finish it. So I figured I would do a quick check-in to talk about this book before I tell you, hey, I'm starting this, and then the next clip is like, hey, I finished this. So this is the sequel to The House in the Cerulean Sea. It's set like a year after The House in the Cerulean Sea. It doesn't really specifically say, but it's like, yeah, maybe a year. Anyways, it is, if you don't know, The House in the Cerulean Sea is following this orphanage for magical children, and all these magical children at this orphanage have like very unique, specific magical abilities that a lot of people in the world fear. Like specifically, one of the children is the son of the devil, and so he's the Antichrist, although they don't want to call him that. He's only 5 years old. And it's just like a really gooey, wholesome, sweet kind of book. And it's, if you like children and like working with children, like I teach elementary phy ed, and so I work with children every day. And so reading that book is like, it just is so sweet because like, I just love kids. They're just, you know, they see the world differently than adults do. So yeah, that book is like gooey, warm, wholesome, and it's about this caseworker, Linus, who goes to this orphanage to make sure that these like unique, powerful, magical children are being cared for properly and that nothing is going amiss or anything. And then he's very like by the book, except when he meets these children, he realizes that some of the rules that are set by the government about magical beings are maybe not like super fair. And so that's kind of like what the first book is about. And then this book is following the like head guy of the orphanage, Arthur. And I don't want to talk too much about like specifically what's going on in this book because it could be spoilers for the first book. But yeah, this is following Arthur, and you dive a little bit deeper into his past, and then you kind of see how like these like magical beings are being treated and how there's all these like strict rules and regulations on them and stuff, and how people just like aren't typically accepting of things that are different from them or people that are different from them. So they're dealing with people trying to like take the children away and like shut this orphanage down. Basically, they feel very threatened by this orphanage in particular, because all of these children are very unique and powerful in their magical abilities. So that's what this one is about, and it starts off in Arthur's past. So you're seeing him back to the island after having a really terrible childhood on this island, but he is like determined to make a difference. You get a little bit more of his backstory, and then you dive right into this. Basically, it's like a court case or like a testimony of what Arthur went through when he was a kid and the abuse that he endured. So there is like a trigger warning for like child abuse, so just know that going into it. And yeah, it's like following this testimony basically of him talking about what happened before and like how these rules and regulations about magical youth are wrong and like how they just need to be redone basically. And so then the people, extremely upper management, feels threatened by the fact that their power is being questioned, and so they kind of start doing a little bit of a smear campaign on Arthur and the orphanage and magical children, and specifically these magical children. And so yeah, it's a whole thing. That's what this is about. And so far, I mean, I'm 300 pages into it, so I am enjoying it. I will say that it is just as like sugary, gooey writing as the first one. So if you didn't like that about the first one, it's still like the same, like kind of cheesy a little bit writing, but in like a really wholesome way. So I liked that about the first book, so I am enjoying that about the second book as well. It's almost like it's a middle grade kind of, but it's like, this is an adult book, but it's like a middle grade adult mixed up. Also, I'm listening to the audiobook, and it's the same narrator as the first book, which I know a lot of people either you really loved the audiobook for it or you really hated the audiobook for it, because the narrator does like these over the top kind of cartoony voices for a lot of the characters, which in the first book I didn't really mind. In this book, I don't mind it a ton, like it's still fine, but it's very theatrical, and like some of the inner monologue for Arthur, he gets like really into, the narrator does, and I'm like, buddy, just chill. So yeah, some of the voices are very like cartoony and cheesy and like over the top, basically like overly done, overly produced or whatever. So keep that in mind as well. But yeah, I have about 100 pages left, so I'll probably finish this tomorrow sometime so I can give you my final thoughts on it. I will say so far, I'm not enjoying it as much as The House in the Cerulean Sea, but I am still enjoying it. Like right now it's sitting at like a 4-star rating, and I'm sure that the ending is going to be good, so I can't wait to see how it's all going to wrap up and like what's gonna happen. But yeah, I'll give you my final thoughts on this tomorrow once I finish it, so I'll see you then. Hello everyone, I just wanted to check in and tell you that I finished Somewhere Beyond the Sea by TJ Klune, and I did really enjoy this one. Honestly, I'm not sure if it's setting it up for there to be a third book or not. I feel like it kind of could, I guess, but I thought that The House in the Cerulean Sea was like wrapped up pretty much, and I didn't think that there would be a second book, so who knows if there'll be a third one. But I did end up enjoying this one. Definitely not as much as I liked the first one, The House in the Cerulean Sea, but this one was a good addition. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I liked being back with the characters and like meeting a couple new characters and stuff, and seeing just where like TJ Klune would let the story go with this. So I did end up enjoying it, but like I said, it's not like a new fave. It was good. That's all I really have to say on that one. And then I did start Apprentice to the Villain. I think I said apprenticed, like dentist. Anyways, I'm not very far into this one. I'm literally only like 12 pages in. And I gotta say, I don't remember what happened in the first book. This is one where I probably should have reread the first book and had it fresh in my mind before going into this one. But yeah, I'm a little like, I should look up a recap before continuing, because I'm like, how did we get here? I remember bits and pieces of the first one, but like, I don't remember how we got to where we are right now. And so I'm just like, do I just push through and maybe it'll like come back to me? Because like I'm literally only 12 pages in, but I think I am gonna look up a recap either a recap video or just like somebody's blog post of it or something, so that I can have some of the details, because I don't want to be like super lost and have that hinder my enjoyment. But this is what I will be reading for the weekend. I do want to get some crocheting done on my genre blanket, so I'll probably listen to the audiobook for this whenever I decide to do that. I don't know that I'll do that tonight, but maybe tomorrow sometime. I have a couple things that I want to do tomorrow, but I have pretty much the whole day wide open to me, so I do want to get some reading done at least, and maybe get like a third of the way into it at least. And I also wanted to talk about the Goodreads Choice Awards. The first round has come out, so I voted in the categories where I had read a book that was nominated. Obviously, if I haven't read any of the books in the category, I don't vote in that category. I do wish that I had read Intermezzo by Sally Rooney in order to vote for it, because I love Sally Rooney and I love her writing, and I've heard such good things about this one from my friend Kara, who is also a big Sally Rooney fan. And honestly, this was one of my most anticipated releases of the like second half of the year, and I just haven't picked it up yet. I've been in more of a like magical realism fantasy mood versus a like literary fiction mood, so I know when I do pick that one up, it's gonna hit, and it's gonna hit hard. But yeah, I saw that it was nominated and I was like, oh, I can't vote for it because I haven't read it. That wouldn't be fair. I mean, really, it's not fair for me to vote for any of them, because I definitely haven't read all of the books in every category that I voted for. But I did see some really good books in the nominees, and my favorite book of the year was Empire of the Damned by Jay Kristoff, and that was nominated for Best Adult Fantasy, so I definitely voted for that one. I love that series so much. I think it is one of the best fantasies that I've ever read, so I definitely voted for that one. And then I did not actually vote in the, is it romantasy category or adult fantasy romance, or I don't know what that category was called, but whichever one had House of Flame and Shadow in it. I know there were a couple other like really popular romantasies in that category as well, like When the Moon Hatched. And I'm curious if When the Moon Hatched is going to outbeat House of Flame and Shadow. I know pretty much anytime there's a Sarah J Maas book out that year, that's the one that wins. But yeah, I didn't vote in that category because me and fantasy romance have had a little bit of a struggle this year. And normally I would vote for a Sarah J Maas book, but I was a bit disappointed with House of Flame and Shadow, and my rating for that has settled on a 3-star rating. So I don't think that it would be right for me to vote for that book just because it's my favorite author, even though I gave the book itself 3 stars. Yeah, I don't know. The longer I've sat with it, the more disappointed and like lackluster it feels to me. So it still has really good moments, and I still love the characters, but there was a lot of issues that I had with that one. So yeah, I just didn't end up voting in that category because I haven't really read any of the other books that I would have, maybe voted for. But yeah, it's always interesting to see like what the best book nominees are in the different categories. So I'll be eager to see what makes it to the final round for that. So let me know in the comments what your, like, if your favorite book of the year made it into the Goodreads Choice Awards, or like which category you had a hard time voting for because there were so many good books. Like, let me know. You don't have to tell me what you voted for, but it's kind of fun. So yeah, anyways, that is pretty much it for this little update. So I am just gonna sign off and probably go do a yoga, probably chill for the night and watch some YouTube. I don't really feel like crocheting or reading tonight. And Brandon has a friend over right now. They're watching an anime that they both love. So like, I'm not gonna just go sit in there and read my book while they watch this anime. So I'm just probably gonna chill on this side of the house and stay out of their hair until they're finished and we go out to eat or something like that. But yeah, I'm gonna go and I will check in probably when I get farther into Apprentice to the villain, especially once I read a recap and I feel like I've got a grasp of what's going on again, and that way I can kind of give you my initial thoughts a bit better. So I'll see you then.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet for days of old lang syne. And here's a hand, my trusty friend, and here's a hand of thine. We'll talk a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne.
Alright, hello everyone. I wanted to do a quick update about Apprentice to the Villain before I finish it. So I'm on page 232. I did end up going, when I was like, wherever my last update was, I think I was only like 12 pages in. I did go and look up a like recap of what happened in the first book to kind of jog my memory of what happened and like some little things that I had missed, and I was like, oh yeah, I do remember that happening. Oh yeah, I remember when this happened. So it was really good that I went and read that recap. And now, like I said, I'm on page 232 and I'm really enjoying this. I really like the characters. The world is very interesting because it's set up kind of like a storybook. Like obviously like the villain is one of the main characters and he is literally capital T the capital V villain, like the villain. And the humor in this is really good. Like, it just cracks me up and, like, I'm giggling at some of the things that are said in here. And I just really like all of the characters, and the cast of side characters is really good, and, like, they're really well fleshed out. Yeah, I'm just having a really fun time with this, which is how it went for the first book as well. And the romance in this, like, the romance is in the first book as well, but it's, like, a slow build of it, and like it's like a slow build of it too because they both have feelings for each other but they haven't admitted it to each other yet, so there's that tension of like, is this all in my head, or like, no, don't have these feelings, like trying to shut it down. And then of course they're thrown into these situations where it just creates a lot of good tension, and like the banter is really fun, and I'm just having a really fun time with it. So I can't wait to finish this one, and I'm sad because I'm like, oh, the third book is still like so far away, like it's not gonna come out till next fall. It's just one of those where I like wish I could just binge the whole series because it's just like so much fun. I will be finishing it very soon, probably tomorrow. So I have, I want to say like 100 pages left. Yeah, like about 100 pages left. So I will be finishing this tomorrow, and I will give you like my final thoughts and rating and stuff on it tomorrow, and we can kind of wrap up this cozy fantasy vlog. So I will see you once I finish Apprentice to the Villain. Alright, hello everyone. It is the next day now, and I did finish Apprentice to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer, and I just had so much fun with this. That is what this series is to me. Like, I had so much fun reading the first book. It's nothing like overly serious or overly complicated. It's I would still like call it a cozy fantasy, but like it does have stakes and there's a good plot to it. But there's so much like humor in the series and like the characters, their banter and their interactions, the side characters. It's just more like a comical fantasy in my eyes than a cozy fantasy. But I just had so much fun with this and I'm really excited for the third book. I wish it was coming out sooner than like 10 months away, but I really enjoyed this one. I really like the main character and the love interest, and I like where the story is going, and like more things are being revealed, so the plot is thickening. So I really enjoyed it. I like the humor, and I'll definitely be picking up the third book. I'm gonna give this one 4 stars, which is what I gave the first one as well. I just really enjoy this series. So if you want a fantasy that's kind of like storybook style fantasy but with like this added humor, and then there's like a really good like tension grumpy sunshine romance, absolutely pick this up if you haven't already, or pick up the first one because they're just so much fun. So yeah, that is a wrap on my cozy fantasy reading vlog. I hope that you enjoyed. Let me know if you've read any of these books and what your thoughts were on them, if you like cozy fantasy or like whimsical, like sweeter side of fantasy and less like epic fantasy. So let me know. I definitely feel like I'm ready to dive back into like an epic high fantasy, but I had so much fun with this reading vlog and I enjoyed all of the books that I read, so it was really fun. So let me know again if you've read any of these and what your thoughts were on them, and don't forget to check out the link in my description to check out Ana Luisa and the big sale that they have going on now. It's the perfect time to try them out if you haven't already. Get a gift for yourself, maybe get a gift for the holiday season for someone that you love. Their pieces are incredible, so check out that link in the description so you can get some discounts because it is a limited time sale. So check them out. And thank you again so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!